FashionValet was once the darling of the Malaysian startup scene. Founded in 2010 by Vivi Yusof and Fadzarudin Shah Anwar, it was a trendy online platform selling clothes, shoes and accessories. The company quickly gained popularity, attracting investments from government-linked funds like Khazanah Nasional Berhad and Pemodalan Nasional Berhad, or PNB. FashionValet's founders, young and ambitious, became icons of entrepreneurial success. However, the company's fortunes took a turn. Despite receiving millions in funding, FashionValet struggled to maintain profitability. By 2022, the company was in dire straits, ultimately collapsing and leaving a trail of financial devastation. This marked a dramatic fall from grace for the once celebrated startup. News of FashionValet's collapse sent shockwaves through Malaysia. It wasn't just the company's failure that sparked outrage, but the staggering amount of money lost, 43.9 million ringgit of public funds to be precise. Malaysians, already grappling with economic anxieties, were furious. Social media became a platform for venting anger and frustration. The hashtag FashionValet trended for days, with users demanding accountability and questioning the government's investment decisions. Comparisons were drawn between the company's financial woes and the lavish lifestyle of its founders, particularly Vivi Yusof, known for her penchant for designer goods. The optics were terrible, a stark illustration of wealth disparity in a nation struggling with economic inequality. The FashionValet scandal quickly became a political football. Members of Parliament, or MPs, demanded answers from the government, particularly from Khazanah, about the decision-making process that led to such a significant loss of public funds. Petaling Jaya MP Lee Chan Chung and Banda Kuching MP Kelvin Yee voiced concerns about the lack of transparency and oversight in government investments. They argued that proper monitoring mechanisms could have potentially mitigated the losses. The public wanted to know, how could such a massive sum of money vanish into a failed venture? Section 4, founders bow out, but the questions remain. As public pressure mounted, FashionValet founders Vivi Yusof and Fadzarudin Shah Anwar stepped down from their positions. In a public statement, they apologized for the company's failure and took responsibility for the financial losses incurred by Khazanah and PNB. They attributed the company's downfall to overly ambitious expansion plans, a challenging economic climate, and the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. While their resignation was seen as an acknowledgement of accountability, it did little to quell the public's anger or address the larger systemic issues at play. The question on everyone's mind remained, how could a company that received millions in government funding collapse so spectacularly? Section 5. Venture capital, high risk, high reward, whose money? The FashionValet scandal ignited a debate about the role of government in venture capital investments. Proponents of such investments argue that they are essential for fostering innovation and supporting emerging industries. They point out that venture capital by nature is a high-risk, high-reward game, and that failures are an inevitable part of the process. However, the FashionValet case raised concerns about the use of public funds in such ventures. Critics argued that while venture capital investments are inherently risky, there is a need for greater due diligence, stricter performance benchmarks, and more robust risk management strategies when taxpayer money is involved. Section 6. Learning from FashionValet's failure. The FashionValet scandal serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the need for greater transparency, accountability, and oversight in government investments, particularly in the high-stakes world of venture capital. The scandal has prompted calls for a thorough review of investment strategies employed by government-linked funds. There's a growing consensus that stricter due diligence processes, clear performance benchmarks, and regular monitoring are crucial to mitigate risks and ensure that public funds are used responsibly. The FashionValet debacle, while a costly mistake, presents an opportunity for Malaysia to learn and improve its approach to supporting innovation and entrepreneurship. By implementing stronger safeguards and demanding greater accountability, Malaysia can create a more resilient and sustainable ecosystem for startups, encouraging growth while protecting taxpayer money.